All right, there she is, laying on her side on the synchro lift. A really sad sight to see for any seaman or for anybody really. Beautiful old riveted hull, as you can see there. About 100 years old. Not sure exactly how old she is, probably about 100 years or so. And so there she is laying on her side. Now these are the hydraulic rams, 600-ton rams that are being lowered down. There's going to be a set of rams at the forward end of the vessel and a set of rams at the aft end, and then they will be lifting in tandem to get her off the ground on Monday. These are two of the 4 vessels that are trapped on the synchro lift. They can't get out because the Europa collapsed right on the entrance. So they have been trapped there for 3 months. They're missing the whole fishing season, so that's quite a problem. And here you can get a view just going down the deck of the old vessel. Beautiful old ship. There's a couple of shores there just to stop her falling any further. And underneath there you can see some broken timber, some massive thick broken timbers that could be a cause of the failure. Now there's the bow, and there you can see the 600-ton hydraulic rams extended on both the port and the starboard side, and tomorrow they'll be putting a beam right across those 2 rams. That's one of the strand jack. That is the strand jack over there, and you see all these multiple steel wires hanging out of it, and then there's a socket at the end of it. So the whole weight of the ship is going to be lifted up with 4 of those. There's another one that you can't see beyond. There's another one over there, another one on that beam there, another one's going to come in. This is the 3rd one going down now. So they will be lifting the ship with that, and then these things those strand jacks can either lengthen or they can shorten. So once they've lifted the ship, then obviously the ones on the starboard side will then shorten, and the ones on the port side will lengthen, and the ship will be made upright and ready for the next step of the operation. Alright, that's the hydraulic power pack. One of them, the last one that I have to wire up, do the electrical wiring. That's going to be going down over there, and that power pack is going to be powering those strand jacks over there. Look at the strand jacks, and then so now you can get a better view of what's happening. Okay, so you got the bulk of the weight. There's a strain gauge up there. The bulk of the weight will be carried around the belly over there, and these are 2 600-ton jacks, and then you've got another one there further aft with another belly sling around there, and then it should be lifted at those 2 points. Okay, this is the keel plate that just arrived here this morning, Sunday morning. A vital part of the operation. It's about a ton of steel there. Okay, now you see the groove there, which runs through the keel plate. Okay, that fits onto the bottom there. See, the bottom of the ship has got that keel plate, or that sort of skeg that runs along the bottom of the hull. Okay, this plate is going to slot into that, and then on these huge steel pins here, that's where the lifting Dyneema ropes are going to be attached on this side and on the other side. So that's going to go on the bottom of the hull, and that will actually be the lifting that will be taking the weight at the bottom of the ship. Isn't that amazing? There she goes. Okay, what you're looking at here is called Dyneema, and it is the strongest fiber known to man. This rope, this Dyneema rope, is stronger than steel. There's the keel plate hanging from the crane, like there. All right, and then the Dyneema is now attached to the bottom, and then that Dyneema is now being fed under the ship. That is the keel, as you can see there. There's the ship, and there is the keel running along there. So the Dyneema is now being fed under the vessel, and then the keel plate will be put in place. That keel plate weighs about 2 tons, and it's completely manufactured from scratch to fit onto the keel. This is the ship on its side. This is actually the bottom of the ship, and this is the keel, the bottom of the keel of the vessel, which is obviously over on her side, and so that is actually the bow of the vessel. And then down there is the stern. There you can see the port propeller over there, and here we have the keel running along here, and this thing here is the keel plate that has been specifically manufactured. You can see how it slots in there. It's about 2 tons of steel that slots into the keel there. This will be the forward lifting section, and then there is the aft keel plate over there, and these are the massively strong Dyneema ropes running along here that are connected to this delta plate. That's also about 1 ton of steel. All the stuff has been specifically manufactured just for this job, so there's no textbook for this operation. It's all specifically designed. So this delta plate is connected to that socket there, which goes onto all of those strands, which go right up there to a strand jack, which is actually going to be what's going to be lifting and taking all the weight. There's actually Nick Sloan over there, who is the salvage master on the operation. That's him there, and so that's what's actually going to be taking the weight. And there's 4 sets of these Dyneema ropes. There's a set there. This is on the port side of the vessel, and of course on the other side you'll have another set of Dyneema ropes pulling up on the other side, lifting the vessel off the ground. Now there's the spreader with the Dyneema ropes around it, and that is now connected to the delta plate. There's the delta plate, and that goes right up to your 12 strands, up to the strand jack, and there they are up there, just busy tensioning the strands. You need to get all those strands perfectly tensioned before they can lift. So that's what they're doing up there. And there you have the big picture. Well, tomorrow's the day, and what's meant to happen tomorrow is that she will then be lifted as she is. She will be righted, and then these high lift jacks on either side are on rails on these tracks over here. So once she's righted, she'll be moved over 4 meters until she's exactly over these railway lines, and then she'll be put on a carriage, called a bogey, and then that is the plan. But of course that's going to take quite a while. When she's lifted, there'll be all kinds of inspections that they'll have to make underneath, but that's the plan for tomorrow. Alright, yeah, very good morning to you all. Here we are, and there you can see the crane in the background where the Europa is. So Elaine and I have both got our
our high-vis jackets on. She's going to go up to the Radisson Hotel to watch the proceedings, and it's all going to happen in about half an hour. So I need to get back to the yard there quickly, and so really just keep us in mind here, and we'll just our prayers go up to the Lord for safety for the operation today. All systems go, and this is it. All right, my sweetheart, you go up and I'm going down. Catch you guys all later.
All systems go. Yeah, it's all ready to go. It's 9:30 now, so everything's set for 10 o'clock to start lifting. I think there's a couple more things. It might be delayed a little bit, but as of yet, it's all systems go for 10 o'clock this morning to start lifting. The atmosphere here in the Synchro-lift is electric. Everyone's ready, standing by, and yeah, more to follow. Yeah, the day's arrived for the big moment. It's all systems go. The atmosphere is kind of electric here on the Synchro-lift. We had our toolbox talk this morning, and we're all set to go. It's scheduled for 10 o'clock. There's Nick Sloan, salvage master there. So it's scheduled for 10 o'clock, but there might be a couple of delays, a few more things still to do, but it will take place in the course of the morning. The strain gauges, 1, 2, 3, and there's another one on the starboard forward. The strain gauges have all been tensioned up to 50 tons each at 1 o'clock this morning. So that's the pre-tension that's been set permanently. She's got 50 tons on there, which means there's 50 tons on each, and there's 4 of them, so there's already 200 ton tension on the hull. So we need to bring that up to 600 tons to get her off the ground. So that'll be taking place during the course of the morning. So that's where we are at the moment, just waiting for the big moment to apply the rest of the tension and to lift her up. So watch this space. Catch you later. 1 o'clock, a little behind schedule, and it's going to be quite a slow process. What they're doing, you see right up there, that is where they're controlling it. The guy's got a laptop computer up there controlling the strand jacks, and right now at the moment they have 100 tons of weight on each of the dynemas. We have to stay behind this barrier line, and so right up there, those strand jacks, each, you can see all 4 of them, they each have 100 tons of weight on them. So you add that together, that's 400 tons. And what they do, they take it up incrementally. So they leave it at 400 tons for a while and just go around and inspect everything, and then they take it step by step. So there's we can hear creaks in the hull already. So certainly there's a lot of tension on the vessel already, and then that's all I can tell you for now, and then I'll give you an update as soon as she's off the ground. Okay, she's moving. She's moving. Can you see it? Can you see the stern moving? She's moving. They're taking the weight. Okay, the stern is off the blocks, and the bow is still on the blocks. lift off, the stern is definitely moving. Well, that's one of the holes that were punctured in the hull. That's another hole punctured there. A bit of damage along here. There's an indentation over there, and now you can see on the bottom a lot of carnage at the bottom here where things collapsed. And there you can see one of the wheels of one of the bogies that were underneath. It's all collapsed. So there is the ship. That's one of the keel plates over there. There's the other keel plate there, and just to give you a better perspective, there's the bow of the vessel, and there's the dynemas on which she's hanging at the moment, and there she is in the air. A lot of excitement and also a lot of stress, but it was kind of good stress because we got a really good team here. But there the ship is. She's upright. She's actually hanging in the air as I speak, or as you are looking at it. There's the propellers there. She's actually suspended on those jacks on the top there at the moment. That's 600 tons of ship hanging in the air, and we've managed to right her, get her upright, and now we've just got to move her 4 meters. That whole thing has to move 4 meters to the left, and then put her down on the blocks. That's actually where she fell from when the bogey collapsed underneath her. So there she is, and she's upright and she's resting on the blocks along the keel. So that's it for today. That's it for today. They've taken half the weight off the jacks, so she'll rest like that for the night. And that's it for the day. Good day's work done. I must say she does look a lot more pretty when she's upright. Well, thanks for journeying with us, and wishing you all a good night. Yeah, there's all congratulations all around. A lot of jubilation here. Everyone's really happy. Everyone's shaking hands. Yeah, I tell you, there's a lot of relieved guys here tonight. Hey? And there she is, high and proud. Smiling faces, everyone's happy. Yeah, like I say, thanks for journeying with us, and job well done. That's the tractor that is going to be pushing the bogey, which is specifically designed to fit the contour of the ship's hull. Yeah, she's specifically designed to cradle the vessel. So that's Mr. Nick Sloan just directing the final positioning of the bogey. And then what will happen, then the ship will be lifted another meter higher, and then this bogey will be slid underneath. This is the travelator flashing up, and she will be moving the bogey over on the travelator until the rails that she's riding on synchronizes precisely with the rails that are underneath the Europa, underneath the ship. And then the ship will be lifted another meter higher, and then the bogey will be slid underneath, the ship lowered onto the bogey, and then she'll be ready to be transported off the synchro lift onto the travelator, and then finally to a place where she can be repaired. So there's Mr. Nick Sloan again directing the movements, and there she's in place, ready for the next phase. Alright, so this is Emery from New Orleans, United States of America, and myself, and we are now dangling from this crane. That shadow there is us. You can see me waving. And we're going to do a little documentary of the Europa being moved off. And there you can see the two tractors are busy firing up, and they are going to be pulling the Europa off the synchro lift. So she'll be pulled onto the travelator. The travelator will be moved over once she's fully on, and then she'll be put into that corner over there. And there you can see the magnificent view of Table Mountain. Alright, there go the tractors, taking up the tension. You can see there he is there, Mr. Nick Sloan, already operation really well done, I've got to say. There we go, there we go. Come on, let's see some power. There she goes. There she goes. There's the wheels turning. There she goes. And there goes the Europa. Man, this is what everyone's really waited to see. This is just a great moment, absolute great moment. Tremendous moment. Couldn't wish for a better day. Beautiful, beautiful Cape Town day. And there she is. Man, if I've ever seen a ship that's regained her dignity, her former glory, there she is. And that's it. So there we go. The stern has now cleared the synchro lift. She's now on the travelator, and the next excitement will be to see her move over to the right. There's the travelator actually moving, as you can see, and there is the Europa moving off. You can actually see it there. There you can see her moving, and so that's the travelator heading off to the to synchronize with those rails in the far corner there, and then she will be pulled off to her final resting place for the next couple of months while she gets repaired. And there's the tractors pulling her off. So now you can see how she's come from here. She's been put onto the travelator. Travelator's moved over, and she's now going over to her final resting place for the next couple of months. Amazing. Just amazing. What a view with that mountain in the background. Brilliant. There's Mr. Nick Sloan down there. I'm sure he'll be a really happy man right now. Pulled it off with style. Pulled it off with style. Well done, Mr. Nick Sloan. Well done to the team.